What's up, everyone? Loki Goblin 13 here, and this is my video entry into daken howletts 1,000 sub contest, early bird, lottery kind of thing. Very, very cool. Congrats on the subs. That's amazing. You said you wanted Wolverine. You got him. You wanted something unique. The best I got that's unique. Because everything I have, I'm sure you already have. But there is something I will show besides my mask. But before I even get into all that stuff, my entry isn't for me. So I'm making this video. I hope it's okay. I hope this is allowed. So my entry video is, I want it to be an entry for someone else. So rather than put me into the contest, I would like you to put this person in the contest in my place. And that is the Space Baby. It's a good guy, so I'd like to have him, if you can do multiple entries, which I hope you can. Don't put me in it, put him in it, in my place. So this video, like I said, is for his entry. So if he makes a video and has another entry, that's even cooler. But he'll have a better chance to win. So don't put me in, put him in. Good stuff. The only thing I have that was one of my pride and joys, is something that I had mentioned a long time ago that I always wanted when I was a kid, just could never afford it, and every time I ever came close, it was always slipping out of my hands. And not only am I going to show this, but I'm also going to give you another interesting little story, because it's, like I said, pretty much everything I have Wolverine is you've seen already, or everyone's seen. But the pride and joy of my collection is always going to be Incredible Hulk 181. That's just an amazing book. It's something, like I said, I never thought I would ever have in my collection, and yet there it is. Sometimes I take it out and I pet it and I say, good boy, and I sniff, and it smells like plastic because it's not out of the thing, but what? Anyway, an interesting Wolverine story. I believe the first Wolverine book I ever got was Wolverine number 4 from his first series. But an interesting story that I had mentioned, I never mentioned the story, but you'll get to it. My cousin, who got me into comic books, one year back in 1990 or 1991, I think it was, he was actually visiting from California, and he stayed over my house for a couple of days, and that's all we ever talked about whenever we hung out. It was just comics, which was cool, and favorite characters and why, and if you had to be in certain situations with a character, what would you do? He was always coming up with some interesting things like that. And we were just about to sleep, and I had my little bed on the floor, and I gave him my bed, and he's talking, and he's like, the one person I'd never want to sleep next to would be Wolverine. And I'm like, why? He's like, if that guy ever has a nightmare, pop go the claws, and he's going to be shredding everything. He's like, especially messing up your bed. And I remember that story. I was like, oh, you got a point, and I never thought anything of it. And then when Wolverine X-Men Origins came out, or X-Men Origins Wolverine, whatever you want to call it, and they show him with his nightmare, and he's ripping up the sheets, I remember I was like, oh my god, I was like, he was right. But, yeah, so I just thought that was interesting, something different that probably nobody has. A story. It's the best I can do. And like I said, pretty much all the comic books I have, chances are you already have them all, so it's really no point in showing them. But I hope this video qualifies, and again, congrats on the subs, and your lottery idea is amazing. It's very, very cool. But hopefully this gives an entry for the Space Baby for me. So cool. Congrats again, and catch you later, bub.